better. Luckily, the commandant's provided.
Go in. They await you.
Where are we to go? I'd hardly call this a hut.
You, I mean you, sir, cannot enter. We've been ordered to let in the Witcher, but no one else.
Son of a bitch! Fine. He wants to play hard, we'll play hard.
I don't want any trouble. I'll call for support.
No need. Tell Loredo I got the message.
See you, Roach.
So long as he can afford to tell it. I'll not left in here for less than 10 hours.
Here to see the Commandant.
We have business to discuss.
Good luck. He's in a foul mood.
Why?
We'll talk another time, and definitely elsewhere.
Entry only on the Commandant's express orders. Off you go.
Finally!
They didn't want to let me in while the sorceress was here.
Did you see her? Made up like a whore on parade day. They think they can do anything, those sorceresses. I heard what happened in Temeria. You know your name's on a warrant. It's unfortunate, though nothing that should impede our dealings. See, I'm the law round here, and the law needs to know what the legendary White Wolf's doing in this cesspit.
I'm looking for the man responsible for Foltest's death.
Here?
I know the Scoia'tael had a hand in it too. It's their trail I followed to Flotsam.
Lucky you found Bernard Loredo then. If you're telling the truth, your vet's got raw blood on his hands. I can help you find him.
What about Vernon Roach? Why didn't you let him in?
Roach? Know the aura that surrounds him? Men like him act first and think later. And when they act, almost inevitably innocent blood flows. I trust you're on our side.
Whose side is that?
That of the people of Flotsam, of course. Terrorized by the elven bandits for years now.
A local conflict, none of my business.
You killed some elves on the riverbank outside Flotsam.
We were attacked.
You failed to understand.
It's you who doesn't understand, Loredo. To tell you the truth, I'm not human.
You an elf? A dwarf? No, talking bollocks. I piss on the fact that they call you freak for your white hair and glowing eyes. You're a human like any other. We're fighting a war, and you, my friend, cannot straddle the fence.
Your point, Commandant?
You're a witcher. Your job is to protect the simpletons from monsters. I protect them from the danger that lurks amongst the trees.
I see where this is going.
Yorvith's no better than a monster that attacks those who go out to gather kindling. Matter of fact, he's worse. He's smarter and crueler.
How do we get him?
I don't want you to kill him. Even you don't have a hope against his entire force. I've an idea, but I'd rather not go into it now. The squirrels are up to something. Every night their scouts come closer. I suspect they plan to attack the barge moored in the port.
What's on the barge?
You mean who? Bandits, murderers, rapists. On their way to the dungeons at Drakenborg. As soon as...
Their infamous leader joins them. The cherry on the cake, and Bernard Loredo's crown trophy.
Couldn't have put it better myself. As long as Yorveth remains free, humans, elves and dwarfs will live alongside each other in deep distrust. I've got to learn what the pointy-eared rat is planning.
How am I supposed to get that information?
You underestimate me, Witcher. True, I have my prejudices, but I'm not blinded by them. Take your friend Zoltan, for instance. He contacted Yorveth.
How can Zoltan help if he can't go outside the walls?
Step by step, Geralt. That's how you build trust. You could start by tending to a problem we have. A beast. The Kayran has blocked all boat traffic. I'm losing tolls. That is, the trading post is losing revenue. Kill the Kayran and I'll declare your friends acquitted of their crimes. Then Zoltan can take you to see Yorveth.
I'll see what I can find out.
You stir up storms wherever you go. I actually believe you'll bring peace to Flotsam. Don't disappoint this town, Geralt. Farewell.
No passage.
Who's a white-haired filly? Oh! Sorry! Don't forget your blade. tell him? I'm taking your pouch. Or your pouch.
What did he say?
Lads, I was thinking...
Disperse! Go home!
And they say there's no amusement here.
Mushrooms? Spuds? Why spuds?
You gave Vernon a full report on Flotsam. Seen anything unusual around here?
They've got some amazing women at the brothel. You should take a look. One of them.
You know what I mean.
A town like any other. It's got a harbor, an inn, and a stinking muddy river. That's what an ordinary man would say. But we poets also look into people's souls. And things are not good. I saw a robbery sanctioned by law. Town watchmen laughing as they confiscated goods, all the while talking about how they'd finally bring order to the town. I saw drunken thugs beat up an elf woman while no one even flinched. I know these things happen everywhere, but here, it's not motivated by hatred or misguided attempts at meeting out with justice. People are driven by cold calculation. They're always looking for opportunities to get a little richer.
I need information. Anything that could help me track down the Kingslayers.
I only know gossip. Things folk have been saying since Demothen's death. People are throwing out blame left and right. One day it's the elves, another the Nilfgaardians, then it's Rivians.
Let me guess. The suspects also include a Zerrikanian alchemist and a group of halflings.
Bold theory, that. But the mob comes up with even better ones. Know what? Frankly, the most worrying effect of these assassinations is the chaos they've unleashed in people's minds.
What do you mean?
I mean chaos. People don't know what to think, who's good and who's evil. And these are tough times. Who knows what's going to happen?
So, Mr. Master Spy, what's new in the world of politics? Bards singing about anything interesting these days?
Eddern's in trouble. Henselt and his great army are nearing the Pontar and will ford it and strike any day.
Wow, we haven't had a war in a long time.
Like all little boys, he likes to play with his soldiers. But I don't think Kedwin will have an easy time of it. Eddern's borders are guarded by Saskia the Dragon Slayer.
Who's she? Some mercenary?
A peasant girl and self-proclaimed commander of something called the Edirnian Voluntary Militia.
Fighting women and bards who played politics. These are strange times. I'm having flashbacks, Dandelion.
What have you remembered?
My own death.
I saw that with my own eyes, as I've told you many times. Yennefer gave her life to save yours. I thought you might have remembered what happened afterwards. I mean, how the devil can you be here now? I hear you, I see you, you're breathing. I mean, you're just alive.
Dandelion, I've had a flashback or two. I don't know everything yet. I know you. I can see you're dying to ask me. What is it?
All right, Thessa. What happened to Foltest?
The king's dead, and the Scoia'tael are in it up to the tips of their pointed ears.
Yada yada. The Scoia'tael are blamed for everything in this country, from bad crops to bad marital sex.
I was there. I saw it. The assassin escaped with the help of Scoia'tael.
I guess the price on Yorvith's head will rise.
Loredo sensed that already. If he can catch Yorvith...
Fertilized by the elf's rotting corpse, his career will blossom somewhere far away from this dump.
Good to see you, Zoltan. What are you doing so far from home?
It's a dog's life, Geralt, I'll tell you that much. You work your fingers to the bone for 6 years, you listen to the tirades of that old tyrant Breckenrig, you buy jewels. Then she breaks off the engagement. And there I was, learning the gavotte. Fuck it. Out of sight, out of mind. Farewell to Eudora, the forge in Novigrad, and all the world's Breckenrigs. I'm a plain merchant, and I've made my peace with that.
How are you killing time in this hellhole?
At present, polishing gems for Sheila de Tanserville. Requires precision, but it's well-paid work.
Jewelry?
Not quite. The sorceress is building a magical contraption. Spends her days staring at it. A regular magpie eyeing a copper. But I don't think she's getting anywhere with it. Got so enraged one time she dashed a vase against the wall. Some temperament, those sorceresses. I'm telling you.
Is there a good swordsmith or blacksmith here?
There's a small smithy by the wall. Quite basic. The tools probably remember the conjunction of the spheres, but it'll do for weapon repairs. They also enhance swords with runes, and add ornamentation to armor. Just don't do anything that'll make you look like Dandelion at the opening of a new brothel. You could also look in on some merchants. I don't think Loredo's robbed them of everything yet.
I spoke to the Commandant. The future hardly looks bright for the non-humans in Flotsam.
That fucker's only waiting for an excuse. One small provocation by Orvith and he'll attack us.
How do you know?
Heard it by chance. Saw him walking through the port one night talking to himself, that batty bastard. He mentioned a new order and a world for humans only. He laughed and shouted curses at the prison barge. The scum is up to something. Orvith must sense it. He's doing everything not to provoke Loredo, but his Scoia'tael might have a different opinion and less restraint.
Can I ask you something, Zoltan?
Sit down, Geralt, you old goat. Drinking alone is as bad as shitting in company.
Another time, maybe. You've been here a while and probably know the local customs.
I'm no researcher, but go on, ask away.
Who would need a troll's head?
Same folks who need a bear's head to hang on the wall, show how plucky they are. A peasant with a troll's head in his wall can raise many skulls.
Thanks.
Where are you off to?
Sightseeing. Round the houses of Lobenden.
You look strong. Care for the little contest?
Welcome.
Hello. Hello.
Just don't start any brawls. Peace and quiet. Get it?
Of course.
I've got my eye on you.
And stood by her town to show her vicious inclination. She gave her noblest parts a scrub and sighed for want of copulation.
once more beer.
Pretend you don't see.
Do my eyes deceive me, or are you Witcher Geralt?
What can I do for you?
My cousin from Vizima claims you're good at dice.
I can play.
If word gets out that we've a good contender, better players are likely to show up. The stakes will rise. Maybe even Einer Gauss or Sandra will help us.
So, will you play?
Not right now, thanks.
Punch his lights out!
At hoisted and stood by head.
I guess the crisis ate away those 8,000 oranges.
Behave yourself, Witcher.
Find some...
Oh, how nice.
That prick Loredo turned it.
Lads, listen.
What's going on there?
Any progress?
Alchemists use troll tissue in their research, don't they?
Troll eyes and tendons are potent ingredients, useful in many potions. White Raffard experimented with their blood, claiming it had regenerative properties. He was wrong, of course.
Is there any reason an alchemist would want a troll's whole head?
I don't think so. Unless he wanted a trophy.
Stay away from me.
Hey, handsome.
And stood by her town.
Left hook! Watch out for the left hook!
Only the gods may have surprise before.
Gobble up, pay up, don't stop.
Ever heard of doing it Witcher and Strigged style? No, tell me. Down the flat, tried to get it on, falls fast asleep, and she wakes up a virgin in the morning. Get down. Remind me, which one was this full test they killed? Was me the one who always wanted us to No.
Watch out for the left hook!
Loutish. At Oyster Nan stood by her town.
Welcome.
Hello.
Stay away from me.
Charmed.
Watch it, Witcher. Everything in order? A pleasure to see you. I believe we met in Vizima.
was that? A pleasure to see you. I believe we met in Vizima.
Geralt of Rivia, the king...
What's going on, Geralt?
Loredo wants the Scoia'tael gone for good. He didn't say anything specific, but in his mind's eye, he saw them on the prison barge already.
Your vet sounds smarter, bigger fish than their commandant.
Loredo's got something going with Sheila, so I'd take him seriously if I were you.
You never know. Maybe the sorceress hunts more than monsters.
A little town deep in the forest, terrorized by Scoia'tael. You should be in your element, Roach.
Flotsam isn't just any old town, Geralt. Temeria, Redania, Kedwin, and Edirn. The largest kingdoms in the north. Know what they all have in common?
The Pontar Valley, a strip of land they've been battling over for generations.
Exactly. And here's Flotsam, on the border between Temeria and Edirn, with Kedwin lying in wait just the other side of the marshes.
At the very edge of the Pontar Valley.
Stuck in the middle like a candle up the arse.
The north's most important trade routes meet here. Every caravan has to come through Flotsam, and anyone who wants to place their cargo on a boat on this section of the river has to bear Loredo in mind.
They say Henselt of Kedwin has gathered an army and is heading for Vergen. The Pontar Valley will be on fire soon, while we, Geralt, are sitting in Flotsam, the gateway to the valley.
I'd like to believe it's pure coincidence and the killer just followed the squirrels here.
Naive to say the least, Witcher.
So long, Roach.
Come on, have a drink with us. Take care.
I wouldn't mind a shot. Celebrating something?
A great victory.
Interesting.
We did away with Veopatis, or whatever the hell they call him. 13 hacked off his head and nailed it to his arse.
You behaved like swine.
What? We're not allowed a bit of fun? It was only a wooden puppet.
Come on, let's play our game.
Right, toothpicks.
Knife throwing. Care to try me?
Gladly.
Vess against the Witcher. Place your bets, gentlemen. 10 to 1 on Vess. Witcher, oar on the wall. Vess wins.
There they are! Those are the shitheads who desecrated Veopatis' statue!
Pitchforks! What will you say, Bumpkin?
What's going on?
Nothing. We had a little competition.
They threw knives at a statue of Veopatis! It's blasphemy! Our gods desecrated by soldiers!
They're no ordinary soldiers, but blue stripes. Know what that means?
Blue or green, it's all the same to me. They're Horsens, all of them!
What did you say?
I just...
You said what you thought. Good, that's the way. Beer for this brave man. And drink to my health. Here's to the whore's son, Vernon Roach.
Vernon.
You've got shitty glassware in Flotsam. Not fit for a hero, but I've got an idea. Drink the Horsens beer from the floor!
Geralt, do something.
This is nothing I want to get involved in. I'm out of here.
Geralt, wait! You're too hard on Roach.
I don't like sadists.
Vernon was a half-orphan.
What does that have to do with it?
He was raised in poverty. His mother turned to whoring to keep them from starving. The other children called him a whore's son. Hasn't been able to handle that insult since. Come on, let's have a drink.
All right.
Remember when we had to wait in the cave for reinforcements?
How could I forget? We ate peat, we were so starved.
Those were the days.
Here's to peat, tart and nutritious. Hey!
What do you say to a little competition? A keg of beer to whoever beats Geralt at arm wrestling.
And if Geralt wins?
I'll give you my sword. A true antique. But it sacks off many a head. You don't make them like this anymore.
All right.
Me throat's a little dry. Pour us a drink, someone. Remember when I bet a lieutenant I could plough 4 elven halls at once?
He said we'd sooner cross the sea on the arses of 4 whores strapped together to make a raft.
I'd have managed it.
Sure. If only there were that many elf women at the brothel. Let's begin. We'll see if 13 can beat the Witcher.
Game over. And 13 wins the keg of beer.
And he's buying. Somebody pour me a drink. Remember when I rode my horse into a tree?
I'll say I do.
Have a shot. It'll refresh your memory. Gentlemen, to our health. Just like after the Battle of Garge.
Aye, that was a right piss-up. We puked all over the battlefield.
To paradise on whores' arses.
Got drunk as newts, you did. Never seen anything like it in my life.
Anything like what?
Such a sight.
Meaning?
Better you don't remember.
But I want to know.
I tell you for a few or ends.
Listen, I'm a witcher, and I'm massively hungover right now. So speak or regret it.
All right, then. Talk to the madame. She knows the details.